I'm Chris Budnick, Executive Director of Healing Transitions. It's wonderful to be here with you tonight to celebrate you and to thank you. The donors, the volunteers, the supporters who made it possible for us to have had a successful capital campaign. Together, we have far exceeded our expectations, raising $23.8 million. That'll allow us to expand services at both our campuses. Thank you, really. And you'll hear us say this a lot. We wouldn't be able to do this without everyone that's here. And it's not just thanking you for supporting Healing Transitions, it's really thanking you for caring enough about the individual in our community who needs our services. That there's enough care and concern for that individual that the community has supported this. You've responded in incredible ways to this campaign, and this investment will benefit thousands of individuals, families, and the community as a whole. We're deeply grateful. Because of you, we can say yes when people come to our doors, and we can offer them the dignity of a bed instead of a mat on the floor. Thank you for believing in our mission to serve people struggling with addiction, especially the homeless, the uninsured, and the underserved. Thank you for investing in recovery. Thank you for being the key to a better life. Our speakers today will be sharing their excitement about the impact that each of you have made. So let's get it started with a new video about this historic campaign.
Because of you.
Because of you.
Because of you.
Recovery is now possible for more people.
Hi, I'm Carol Bilbrow, Healing Transitions Capital Campaign Co-Chair. Have you ever set out to accomplish the seemingly impossible? Well, that's what we did in 2019 with an ambitious fundraising goal to make recovery possible for more men and women. And our community has done it. Together, we have raised $23.8 million. We did it to create the infrastructure to serve up to 500 people every day, 24/7. We did it so we never have to turn someone away. We did it to save lives. We did it to make recovery available to more people.
Since 2001, Healing Transitions has helped thousands of people find and stay in recovery. And our program works. 85% of our graduates stay in recovery, get jobs, and go on to live meaningful and productive lives. So when our board of directors launched a capital campaign to expand our men's and women's campuses, it was a tremendous relief. They understood that we were overcrowded and that overcrowding was not sustainable. They knew our recovery village would step up.
It's a recovery village that we've been growing for more than 20 years. I can still remember erecting the door and the doorway sculptures in the men's courtyard in 2001. Of all the projects I've been able to do in my career, this one is clearly one of the most meaningful because it's about a journey from bondage to freedom that those healing from drugs and alcohol addiction face. Healing Transitions is an anchor of dignity, light, and hope in our community. So I'm not at all surprised that our community answered the call when we came a-knocking.
Several years ago, our community was challenged with an initial goal of $11.75 million, and you delivered. With sharp increase in construction costs, an alarming increase in overdose deaths, the goal was raised again. Our community delivered again. Even during this horrible pandemic, we have raised $23.8 million, well past our goal. The community has responded wonderfully to this tough challenge. It was too important. You have trusted Healing Transitions with a tremendous gift, and it will be put to good use. Thanks to this community support, the expansion is underway at the women's and men's campuses. And with the additional funds, a recovery center will be added at the men's facility. Recovery will be possible for more people.
People in recovery know this saying well, don't leave before the miracle happens. Well, the miracle has happened, my friends. This capital campaign has been filled with awesome moments as our whole community has redefined the expression, many hands make light work. Actually, many hands make transformational work. It's an affirmation of the simple notion that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Your generosity has truly blown us away. So on behalf of our capital campaign committees, our board of directors and the trustees, our wonderful staff, participants and alumni, I speak for all of us when I say thank you for helping us build a community where long-term recovery can flourish. And thank you for understanding that recovery can't wait. You've encouraged us to press on because recovery is possible. We see it happen every day, and there are more and more people that need our life-saving recovery services. So we will never give up. Please stay in this fight with us. Healing Transitions will continue to need your support. There are many more miracles still to come.
I'd like to welcome our next two speakers, Darryl West, and then followed by that, Melissa Henries.
If I knew all of y'all would have been here, I would have worn my sunglasses because our future is so bright. My name is West. I go by West. My name is Darryl West, and I'll explain the story shortly. I want to start, and of course I'm nervous, but you guys are going to help me feel at home. So here's what we're going to do. If anybody's excited about a recovery, please say yeah. I didn't hear you. Yeah, now I'm comfortable because we're excited about recovery. Once again, my name is Wes. I'm a person in long-term recovery, and what that means is for the last 21 years, 2 months and 27 days, I have been committed, I've been connected, and part of a community. And that community is the human race. The last time I stood up here at this lectern in this building was 21 years ago. And a lot of us remember where we were 21 years ago on that day that our world changed. I'm talking about 9/11. I was in this building teaching recovery dynamics. And I left this building and the world had changed, and so had mine. I arrived at Healing Place, at that time what we were called. Matter of fact, Wendy told me I got 3 minutes. She told me use the 3 B's. Be brief, brother. Ain't gonna happen. It's hard to tell you how happy and how thankful I am over 21 years. But the Healing Place opened on January 15th, 2001. I arrived at their doors on January 24th, 2021, weighing 127 pounds, wearing some girl Reeboks that were pink and had been reduced to a shell of who I thought I was and what God had planned for me to be. And since that day, they told me they were looking for the man that's willing to go to any lengths. And I've gone from being a client to being of service, to working at the Healing Place, to being on the board of directors, and now I'm on the board of trustees. Who goes from the park bench to the boardroom? This is the first time in 21 years that I have gotten a chance to see some of the, I've seen a few, especially our distinguished guest over here, distinguished guest. I've seen you and told you thank you numerous times, but the unknown faces that made this possible, that made me who I am today. And I also want to say, before I even go any further, the forgotten people. Let's give them a round. The people that have been walking around serving the refreshments, the people that set up, the people that are going to clean. You know, because I was the forgotten person. I was the forgotten person. And the staff that works in the detox, the staff that works in the shelter, the staff that takes care of our medical, the administrative staff, those are the people that make this thing happen. But none of it happens without your generous donations, the people and the friends and the community of Wake County. So give yourself a big hand. So on behalf of former clients, on behalf of staff that has worked at the Healing Place and presently work there, on behalf of the Board of Directors, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of my ex-wife, they call her the plaintiff, on behalf of my 2 daughters, on behalf of my 6 grandsons, on behalf of the men and women that haven't even arrived but will enjoy the benefits of your donations, I say from the bottom of my heart, thank you, thank you, thank you. I thought I was going to cry, but I am so happy. And the tears would have been of joy for where my life has come and where I was on that glorious day, January 24th, 2001, when I arrived at the Healing Place doors. And to what we have become. When I arrived, you're right, there was the door and the archway and a whole lot of mud. Detox hadn't opened. I thought it was the morgue because there was just the metal plates for where the beds were and no mats or no people in there. I went into overnight shelter. There were a few of us. There was nobody but some servicemen from Louisville who came up to teach us the Recovery Dynamics program. I remember Dr. Mooney coming in and teaching us about life. I remember Dr. Betts coming in and teaching us about life. I remember Fred Barber coming in and teaching us about life. I have so many memories and a lot of heartbreak too. I've lost a lot of friends. I've gained so many. So I'm connected to you. I'm part of this community called the human race. It is amazing, and I'm committed to service. I'm committed to service. And that all comes from what I was raised on, taught, and fed at Healing Transitions. You people, I don't know if you can say that anymore. You wonderful human beings, that's a little more politically correct, are what life is about. I know we live in a turbulent world, a lot of strife, a lot of confusion, but just being around you guys, wow, I feel the love. It's still out there. If you're ever feeling down, if you're ever feeling bad, sometimes just don't even make a donation. Just show up, serve a meal, talk to a recovering addict, help an alcoholic, see somebody in detox. The world's not that bad because you're in it, and I'm in it, part of this community. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to shut it down. My life wouldn't be the same without Healing Transitions. I couldn't have dreamed it. I couldn't imagine it, and there's still further to go. There are men and women, some that don't speak our language, that are coming. Some that have other physical ailments and disabilities that are coming. And you guys have made it possible for them to recover in a safe, warm, loving environment. We thank you. I'm going to leave you with a word from my hero, the greatest, Muhammad Ali. And this is his quote, and I try to live by this. And I have mentors in my life, such as Chris, that, well, you can't outwork Chris, but anyway. His quote is this: service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. Thank you for paying it forward.
Ooh. I can't say that I'm not going to cry. So, very much happy tears, a lot of gratitude. Chris, thank you for asking me to speak. I can't see my paper. I have to read by paper because if I don't do a script, I'll be all over the place. My name is Melissa Henries. My silver chip number is 290. My sobriety date is 1/20/2020. came to Healing Transitions on January of 28 of 2020 due to an overcrowding of women, limited space. I drug a mat to the community room that night. I slept on a floor, elbow to elbow, with 30 other women. As I laid down that night, I had an unexplained sense of peace, a huge amount of relief and weight lifted off. After running in 30 years of addiction, I lost my place. I knew in that moment that this was finally over. These women accepted me for who I was and what I was. They showed me unconditional love, and over time, they helped me learn to love myself. This program has helped me build a solid foundation. I graduated in July of 2021. Currently, I'm an employee at Healing Transitions as a recovery engagement specialist. Thanks to Healing Transitions and their program, I have an opportunity to help ladies just like me. By sharing our life experiences, we can give hope to the hopeless, inspire to the uninspired, compassion and understanding to the unloved, security to the vulnerable, and victory to the defeated. The importance of this expansion will help lessen the lives that we have to turn away, lives who deserve the same opportunity that I did. Healing Transition has not only saved my life, but changed my entire way I view life. My hopes are with your continued support and dedication, we can reach more lives for many years to come. No one can do this alone. This is 100% a team effort. I have a tremendous amount of gratitude for Healing Transitions. I'd like to thank our donors and their continued support. You've helped us make this expansion possible. For our leaders and leadership roles, thank you for your dedication and your devotion in keeping our doors open and our programs grounded. For our employees, thank you for your services in providing a safe place and engagement in a solution. And for our community, thank you for supporting us and believing in us. I'd like to personally thank everyone for your hard work, dedication, and compassion, and making sure that no one is left behind and that all lives matter. Thank you.
Wes and Melissa, you are the lifeblood of our work. Thank you. Through this campaign, we're creating the infrastructure to serve up to 500 people, and that is increasing our capacity from 253. The need for expansion of our successful program has been driven by a number of factors. Since opening the men's campus in 2001, Wake County's population has increased 72%. City of Raleigh's population has increased 59%, and staff and participants have labored under severe overcrowding for many years. There were two possible responses to this overcrowding. The first was to say we have to start saying no, and the other was to increase our capacity. The potential consequences of turning someone away has become even more serious during the opioid epidemic. If you tell somebody with addiction that you can't help them today, you may not get a chance tomorrow. Thankfully, we chose to increase our capacity. With the success of the campaign, you are making recovery possible for more people, and recovery benefits everybody. The success at Healing Transitions is really a team effort. We partner with human service agencies, first responders, government, hospitals, other nonprofit organizations. We are a low threshold and easily accessible option for first responders to divert people from jails and emergency departments. We rely heavily upon the larger recovery community, the faith community, and the fitness community. And we've relied very heavily upon each of you. And again, we thank you so much for your support. Healing Transitions serves over 2,000 individuals each year through emergency shelter, non-medical detox, a long-term recovery program, as well as some other things that folks may not know that we do, such as harm reduction services, transportation to appointments, prescription assistance, linkage to recovery housing, linkage to employment, and ongoing resources to support and sustain recovery. Together with this community, we provide support, structure, and help. Collaborative partnerships are the best way to address tough problems in our community. Many of you have been supporting our work for years by connecting us with funding and other resources, as well as simply offering encouragement to lift our spirits during difficult times. We are grateful for the vision and leadership represented here today, including some of our founders, Barbara Goodman, Maria Spalding, the late Fred Barber, represented by Evelyn Barber, who served as tri-chairs of our honorary committee. Our foundational supporters, Wake Med, Wake County, and Capital Broadcasting Company. I'd also like to acknowledge some of our dignitaries. Representative Wayne Sasser, thank you for being here. Wake County Commissioner Vicki Adamson. Wake County Commissioner Matt Calabria. I've seen City Council member, Raleigh City Council member David Knight. And I'm not sure if Jonathan Melton or Patrick Buffkin are here, but thank you for all the public officials who have contributed to the success of this campaign. We could not have done this, though, without two very special people. And our longtime supporters and community leaders, Dr. Bob and Carol Bilbrow, have been making contributions longer to healing transitions than anybody else. Bob was one of the founding board members. He started our healthcare clinic. He continues to volunteer in that clinic. Carol engaged Thomas Sayer, as well as a number of women, to help construct the community, our courtyard at our men's campus. We would not have reached our goal, let alone exceeded it, without the two of them stepping up and agreeing to serve as Capital Campaign co-chairs. And we are deeply indebted for your service. Your efforts will impact lives for years to come. These are incredible and lasting contributions, and we thank you so much. We'll have the opportunity to hear from them shortly. Also very important to this campaign has been our board of directors and board of trustees, as well as our steering committees. We had an honorary committee, a steering committee, and a community gifts committee. These three committees provided many hours of help and support, as well as contributions from many other supporters and staff who were very hardworking during this campaign. There's been generous commitments from over 500 foundations, businesses, and individuals that made the Recovery Can't Wait campaign successful, including important support from the A.J. Fletcher Foundation, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina, the State Employees Credit Union Foundation, the W. Trent Ragland Jr. Foundation, and the Stewards Fund. We want to thank our county, city, and state governments for making recovery a priority through the significant financial contributions to this campaign. Representing the county today is Wake County Commissioner Vice Chair Shanika Thomas. We will hear from her, followed by a pre-recorded video from Mayor Marianne Baldwin, and then in-person comments from Raleigh City Council member Stormy Fort. Vice Chair Thomas.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, Chris, for inviting me to celebrate this wonderful occasion. As Chris said, I'm Shanika Thomas. I'm the Vice Chair of the Wake County Board of Commissioners, and I'm here tonight representing with two of my colleagues, Commissioner Vicki Adamson, Chris mentioned earlier, and Commissioner Matt Calabria. I'm proud to represent the county and to reaffirm our community's commitment to caring for all people struggling with addiction, including those who are homeless, uninsured, and underserved. I really believe that there are three ways that people show you that they care. They show you with their time, they show you with their talent, and they show you with their treasure. We've seen people like Chris who give their time, volunteers who give their talent, and our municipalities who give our treasure, our dollars. The expansion of Healing Transitions men's and women's campuses is desperately needed. Our community grew by 250,000 people in the last decade, and it's still growing by about 62 people each day. And as a community, we owe it to both our longtime residents and our new neighbors to help when they're struggling. And unfortunately, the crisis of addiction has worsened across the country, as well as here at home. According to the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services, emergency room department visits for overdoses increased 23% from 2019 to 2020. But Healing Transitions. Healing Transitions serves a vital role in Wake County by providing folks who are struggling with addiction an important alternative. It costs just $37 a day to support one person at Healing Transitions. That's in stark contrast to about $90 a day for someone who's incarcerated, or $1,400 a day for someone who's sent to the emergency room. The Healing Transitions approach is not just cost-effective for the community, it's effective in changing people's lives for the good. Wake County was one of the first donors to the Healing Transitions Recovery Can't Wait campaign, with an initial commitment of $500,000. And I'm proud to say that since then, we've added $5 million more. That $5.5 million investment yields vital economic benefits. Healing Transitions alumni are employed throughout our community and have contributed more than $50 million in tax withholding since 2007. Many of the thousands of alumni are now homeowners who pay property taxes right here in Wake County. Healing Transitions programs and services are right in line with the county's goals to promote health in our citizens, provide a safe and secure community, and improve social and economic opportunities for vulnerable populations. We know that we can only meet our goals as a county through strategic collaboration with dedicated partners like Healing Transitions. This extraordinary public-private partnership will continue to make it possible for many, many more people to find recovery and to start a new life. So today, on behalf of myself, my fellow commissioners, and Wake County, congratulations to Healing Transitions and to all of those in recovery, not just for the amazing work that you've done so far, but all of the amazing work that you all will do. Now please turn your attention to the screen for a message from Raleigh Mayor Mary Ann Baldwin. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone. I am so sorry I can't be with you on this historic day. I will tell you, when I was running for mayor and I visited Healing Transitions, it had a profound impact on me. The work that you do is so important and so wonderful. I remember getting in my car and crying the whole way home. And they were tears of sadness for those who are vulnerable and need us. But also they were tears of joy at what you do and what you bring to our community. So at that time, I vowed that we were going to participate in this significant program that you're doing, Recovery Can't Wait. And I'm so proud that we were able to donate $3 million to helping those who need our help the most. I know we're in good hands because of the leadership of this group. I love the work that you do, whether it's expanding your career training programs, the outreach to community partners, your innovative peer-to-peer program, which I believe has 1,200 alumni. I mean, that's how you breed success, is doing things differently and bringing people together. I love the fact that you are right there at Dix Park, which really is the legacy of Dix Park, helping those who need us the most. The program you provide really is a lifeline for people. And I just want to say thank you. I wish I was there today to celebrate. If I was, I'd probably be standing there right now in tears. But thank you to all of you for what you do. And I'm proud that the city of Raleigh has supported your efforts.
Hi. Obviously, we are not Stormy Fort, but she could not be here at the last minute, so we're going to go ahead with our brief little remarks here. We're the Bilbros. This is Bob, and I'm Carol, and it has been our pleasure, our honor, and our privilege to be involved in this incredible campaign. We're so grateful to this amazing team here and also all of you who are out there in the tent. We thank you for your belief in this organization, and we appreciate so much your digging deep and helping us to make this a better community for all of us. As you've heard, it's just been unsustainable, our overcrowding. It's been very difficult. You've heard people talk about being on the floor on mats. We were so determined we weren't going to turn anybody away, and that made us want to do this campaign.
Kudos to the board of directors for having the courage to take on this expansion. And they would not have done it without the sterling leadership of our executive director, Chris Budnick. He's been incredible. He's been our leader for 6 years. And his commitment, his sensitivity, his judgment, his perseverance, other wonderful qualities have made him such a great leader of healing transitions that we could take on this campaign, and we will utilize the contributions to carry forward with his leadership.
When we began this campaign, we were told that we needed to try to raise $11.75 million. That seemed like an awful lot of money, and we weren't sure we could do it. But you are the ones who responded. You helped us, you gave generously, and we just couldn't believe how the 11.75 came about within about a year. So we decided, well, wonder if we could raise a little more. So Chris immediately told us of other needs that they had left out in the original plan, and with the blessing of the board and a vote that surprised us, they said, why don't you try to raise $16.75 million? So you responded, and because of you, we did reach that goal. And then, incredibly, we had this amazing response from other people in the community that we hadn't even approached in the beginning. And you know the answer. How much did we raise? $23.8 million.
And with those funds, we will virtually double our beds to 500 beds total. We will expand the detox center, the shelter. We'll add kitchen and dining space. We'll also add classrooms, and we're adding a community center at each men's and women's campuses. Construction is well underway at the women's place, and it's very soon to begin at the men's campus, and a celebration of the opening will be next year, sometime in 2023, so stay in touch. And we need each of us to be committed to the ongoing support of the operation of the wonderful mission of Healing Transitions. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for making all this possible.
Thank you.
Hi everybody, Governor Roy Cooper here. Too many people and families in North Carolina have been affected by substance use disorder, and unfortunately it's been exacerbated during the pandemic. It's critical that we take measures to support those who are struggling, connecting them to resources they need, implementing prevention measures, expanding access to life-saving health care. It's one of the many reasons I'm fighting to expand Medicaid. I'm going to continue to fight to close the coverage gap so people can get the care that they need. Thanks to Healing Transitions for your dedication to support our communities. I've been there and seen your work in action. You're making a real difference. And I want to take a moment to recognize one outstanding North Carolinian who's dedicated her life to serving our great state. Congratulations to my friend Carol Bilbrow on becoming a member of the state's highest honorary society, the Order of the Longleaf Pine. As a fellow member at White Memorial Presbyterian Church, I have seen her in action. Carol, your service has helped make it possible for Healing Transitions to expand and serve even more people. You've helped to raise funds to create a courtyard to build community. Your strong leadership helped the Recovery Can't Wait campaign exceed its goals. And I know you also give credit to your wonderful husband, Bob. You guys have made a great team. I'm grateful for all that you've done for North Carolinians, and I know the people in this room are too. Congratulations again, Carol, and welcome to the Order of the Longleaf Pine. Thanks so much.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Healing Transitions Board of Directors, we're privileged to honor our co-chairs, Bob and Carol Bilbrow, for their tremendous contribution to our Recovery Can't Wait capital campaign. Our campaign's immense success is a testament to your unwavering leadership and passion for our mission. Therefore, it is with great pleasure that we've chosen a special campaign naming opportunity for you both, the Bob and Carol Bilbrow Doors to Recovery. In the months to come, a plaque will be placed beside the main building entrance doors at both the men's and women's campuses, cementing your legacy into our history. Thank you, Bob and Carol, for the integral role you each played and for being the key to our capital campaign. Our entire board and the community, especially the Healing Transitions community, are most appreciative of your efforts. Thank you.
It's really special to stand here with you today. You've all stepped up and met a challenge and kept meeting challenges. You were not intimidated by the goal. You never gave up. It's special for me in some ways. I have my mom here. She is the last official donor to the capital campaign. She said, "I want to come to that." And I said, "It's for donors only, Mom." What's been inspiring about this campaign is that it's required the same determination that we see from our participants every day. Perseverance, courage, and also requires support, encouragement, and hope, something that each of you have helped provide. Our work here is not done. We see recovery every day. We know it is possible. We know it can't wait, and we also know that there's more to do. Thank you, Bob and Carol. Thank you to our steering committee. Thank you to our honorary committee, our community gifts committee, our volunteers and supporters, and thank you to our donors. We would not be here without you. We're glad to have you as part of this celebration today. We hope you will keep making a difference with us. The need continues and our work continues. Thank you, and please enjoy the rest of this very special event.